Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Squadrons lore video. As I promised last week, today we have the history and the lore of the RZ-1 A-wing Interceptor. In Star Wars Squadrons, the RZ-1 A-wing is the Interceptor class ship for the New Republic. The A-wing is built for dogfighting, with it being the fastest and most agile ship within the New Republic fleet. It can take out capital ship turrets and enemy fighters with ease, therefore clearing the way forward for the bombing run should there be any around. The A-wings are equipped with their usual twin laser cannons along with concussion missiles, but of course things can be changed thanks to the component system within Squadrons. The RZ-1 A-wing was based off of the R-22 prototype, which is seen in Legends, though it does have a mention in the canon by Poe Dameron in Star Wars Adventures 24. The R-22 was the successor of the Delta 7 Light Interceptor, so if you really think about it, the Rebel A-wing is actually the grandchild of the Delta 7 Jedi Starfighter seen in Episode 2. The R-22 was developed by Cout Systems Engineering, who you may remember me mention last week. Cout Systems Engineering was a subsidiary of Cout Drive Yards and the direct competitor to Sienar Fleet Systems, obviously the makers of the TIE line. When the Empire rose to power, they rejected the mass production of the R-22s, which meant that the prototypes were purchased by the Tamuzan government for use in their planetary defense fleet. Over 10 years after that, the Rebellion managed to get a hold of some of these R-22s, nicknamed the Spearhead, in which they took to the Underground Engineers, a network of Rebel engineers who then heavily modified the ship with upgraded weapons, new technology and new engines. This then became the RZ-1 A-wing that we all know and love. The A-wing was used to counter the TIE interceptors and was even faster than them. However, due to the limited space on the hull, it meant that there could be no astromech companion, and this therefore required full concentration by the pilot and was even a challenge for those with Jedi-like reflexes. Thanks to the sheer speed of the A-wing, it is ideal for missions such as hit and runs, intelligence gathering and swift surgical strikes against capital ships. That last one in particular is important to bear in mind when playing Squadrons. There was even a version of the RZ-1 A-wing called the RZ-1T, a two-seated training version of the A-wing for aspiring Rebel pilots that can be seen in 2 episodes of Star Wars Rebels, The Holocrons of Fate and Twin Suns. Some of the earliest uses of the RZ-1s in the Star Wars canon was in Star Wars Rebels when in use by Phoenix Squadron. Whilst they did not partake in the Battle of Yavin, the A-wing was heavily used by the Alliance in the early days against the Empire, and can be seen in heavy use during the Battle of Endor by Green Squadron, the same Green Squadron as in Star Wars Rebels. Once the Empire had been defeated, Cout Systems Engineering had resurrected their prototype R-22 and modified it until they eventually created the RZ-2 A-wing that is used by the Resistance forces against the First Order. That is pretty much it from me though guys. I think the A-wing has been my favourite history so far. Let me know in the comments what your favourite is as well, the X-Wing, the TIE Fighter or the A-Wing. Next week will be the TIE Interceptor. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.